All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are recording and we are going to get started. Just want to let you know our teachers are working tirelessly in their rooms, and they have been moving furniture, just have been doing a phenomenal job in getting their rooms ready today, this last week. Some will be here tomorrow, and some will be here tomorrow getting it together. And so I may even have to do a walkthrough on Sunday to make sure we are prepared for your arrival. We are so super excited that you guys are coming back in person. I know there are some anxiety and some maybe even some worry and fears, but today we want to be able to kind of calm some of those fears, just be here for you, and just provide some support. I'm just, just so excited that you guys are here. If you cannot hear, you might want to go out and come back in. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? All right, there we go. All right,
You.
I see those thumbs up. So for those who don't know who I am Mr. Lake. I'm the principal here. We're going to introduce our staff. I want to bring up the presentation because I want to make sure I can see everybody. There we go. All right. Well, everybody, welcome to our K-8 orientation. We have a lot in store for you. This meeting is being recorded, so if you do know somebody who is not here that could not make it today at 3, we will record this and provide it in the Mac message for you to see later on. Um, I want to introduce myself. I am Mr. Lake. I was just been here for over 11 years. It's been a phenomenal opportunity. We are going to have an opportunity to introduce the staff that are on with us. Just a little bit about who I am, so most of you know, maybe. I'm a graduate of Cody High School. I went to the University of Michigan. I got a Bachelor of Arts in English. I went to Eastern Michigan. Got my Master's of Arts in Educational Leadership. I also am currently at the University of Phoenix, and I'm officially a doctoral candidate working on my doctoral dissertation with the University of Phoenix. 16 years in Southfield Public Schools, 21 plus years in education. Now, this next person I'm going to introduce is such a great, phenomenal educator. He has shown himself just to be dependable, trustworthy, and I'm excited that he's with me. As you know, Dr. Gloucester retired and she moved to another state, and also she got married. So now Dr. Gloucester is currently known as Dr. Eccles. But I have a new person who's going to work alongside of me. I want you to get to know him. And I'm going to just leave it at that. And I'm going to this next slide and let him introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Jason Solomon. I'm your new assistant principal with MacArthur.
Woo woo! Let me hear
Yay!
y'all. Let me hear y'all. All right. Okay. Right. There you
and
go.
and just a little bit about my background. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Graduated from Detroit Redford High School. My parents stressed education, so they said you're going to college, and I went to Kentucky State University. After that, I went to Marygrove College and received my master's in education and administration, and I've been in Southfield Public Schools for 15 years. And I'm really excited to be at MacArthur. I had an opportunity to participate in the new student orientation as well as the sixth grade orientation. I met the staff this week, so I'm excited. It's great people. I can tell it's a family atmosphere, great families, and I'm excited for this upcoming school year.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Now, I want to announce those who are on the MacArthur staff. Hopefully, you can unmute yourselves. Um, let's see if I can work that out. Are you guys able to unmute MacArthur staff?
Yes, we
All
are.
right. Okay, let's start with the one who's talking the most right now. Go ahead, Miss Washington.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Washington. I am seventh and eighth grade science, and also I teach PE, coach basketball. I have a few other people who are nearby.
Okay, yeah, get them in too. Let them introduce
Miss
themselves.
Fair. I teach physical education and health, K through 8.
What's your
So hi,
name?
everyone.
What's your name?
Hi.
Wait. Did that PE teacher? Did she say her name?
Yes.
Okay,
Jennifer McClory, Mrs. McClory.
okay.
Can't wait to see everybody.
And who's the other teacher there?
This is Miss Moore, 6th grade English.
Hi.
All right. Okay, we're gonna move on to Miss our Miss Melanie Davenport. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I am Mrs. Davenport, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers here. I am so excited. Hi, I'm so excited to work with you guys this year. This is my student teacher for this year, Miss Birchback. She is from Michigan State, my alma mater. I
Go
say
Blue.
green, and she's excited as well.
Very excited.
And
Hello, I'm Mrs. B. I'm Mrs. Boyage, and I'm the other kindergarten teacher. I couldn't get my computer, I couldn't hear a thing, so I popped into my partners. I also have a student teacher and an intern, now we call them, from Michigan State, Miss Gao. And here she is. And she will be with us all year long. We're so excited. We can't wait to meet you. We will see some of you Sunday or Monday, some Tuesday, some Wednesday, and the whole class will be here on Thursday. See you. Have a great week and can't wait to meet you.
Wait a minute. Hey, we're gonna get with these people who putting Go Green in the chats. Let's stop that madness. Uh-oh. Wait. There we go. She's a Michigan sister. I see you.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it.
All right. Okay, let's go. What other teachers do we have?
Hi, I tried to lighten up my screen, but it's dark right here. So, my name is Sharon Moore. I'll be Miss M so that we can separate me from Sybil Moore, but I teach 7th and 8th grade ELA, and I'm excited to meet you guys.
All right. Welcome. Thank you for being here, Ms. M.
Okay, we have 3rd grade in the house.
Woo, woo, 3rd grade. Where my 3rd graders at? Make some noise. Woo, woo.
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
Mrs. Benson. I teach 3rd grade. This is my partner.
Hi, Mrs. Watillo. I also teach 3rd grade. 3rd grade Cox.
Yes, I see some of my parents texting in. Hey, from last year. Hey, Gabby.
All right. Let's go to Miss Grady. I see you and somebody special next to you.
I'm Ms. Grady. I'm here with my Michigan State intern. Go Green! Miss Gonzalez, Mrs. Gonzalez.
Go green.
Hi. And we are 1st grade and we're looking forward to the year.
All right. Who else do we have? Okay, I'm getting that parent with that Go Green. We gon'
All right, I gotta represent the blue.
Yes, let's go.
All right, go blue. All right, I see a couple families out there, some friendly faces. Love you all. I'm Miss Gertie Andrews. I don't know how to change my name while we're in a meeting, so it's Maureen Gertie Andrews, MGA. Hopefully, if you're one of the students that's with me, you've received a note from me. Keep watching the mail for that, and parents, an email from me. So I can't believe how excited I am for this year to start. So I don't always look this way, but it's been some hard physical work, but we're going to do some great work this year and have a great time. So thank you for tuning in. I cannot wait to see your faces upstairs here in hallway D, 200 hallway.
All right. Who else do we have on? Any other teachers are available?
I'm here.
Okay, is that Miss Shimshak?
Yep. So
All right, go ahead. Go blue. Go blue.
That's
Yeah.
right. Definitely go blue. Gina Shimshak. I teach 8th grade math. And so excited. And looking forward to a great year.
All right. Thank you, Miss Shimshak. I see there's a house divided on here somewhere. I see y'all. I see you. That's good. Go blue. All right. Anybody? Oh, I see Miss Sarah Matt. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Marissa Sarama. I teach 7th and 8th grade history, and I'm excited for this great school year. Go Green!
All right. Wait a minute. I see somebody I went to high school with. Hey, Miss Jennifer, I see you over there. I see you. I didn't even know you were here. Welcome. It's good to see you on here, and I'm glad you got your babies here. All right. Anybody, any other teachers? All right. Well, listen, like I said, the teachers are working hard, getting their rooms together. So thank those teachers who were able to introduce themselves. We will definitely be out on the first day. Just you're gonna be in for a treat. If you see the big tents and you hear some music when you pull up, you know where you're in the right place. All right. So I just wanted to introduce them. I'm going to start sharing my screen again. I know you couldn't see the teachers while I was sharing, so that's why I stopped. So let's see if we can get that back going again. So we got the staff out of the way. Mr. Solomon, can you do these next couple of slides? You did it so eloquently the last time.
Absolutely. These slides are about the MAC. We provide a quality education that encompasses the academic and social and emotional interests of all students. So we want to think about the whole child. This is reflected in our mission, our vision, and beliefs of the school, which were developed with the hard work and the collaboration of staff, students, and the wonderful parents at MacArthur.
Right.
What is our vision? Our vision is to create an environment in which all our students can achieve their highest potential. Our mission, we engage students in high quality learning experiences. We teach students personal and civic responsibility. And most importantly, we inspire students to be enthusiastic and independent learners.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Now listen, I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop my presentation one more time because I want to see if somebody is willing to say our affirmation. So if you could put your name in the chat, the student's name, and we're gonna have the student say our affirmation. Let's see. Put your name in the chat if you want to read our affirmation. Oh, okay. The first one came up is Marley. Well, listen, Marley, I know you know it. I'm going to show it to everybody. Can unmute.
Hi, Mr. Lee.
What's up, Marley Moore? All right. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
You gotta say it with some enthusiasm, okay? And like you really mean it. All right, let's go.
We walk the walk of the champions. We talk the talk of a winner because we are good, real good, darn good. We are the best. Who are we? We are the mighty MacArthur Wolves. What do? We lead and others follow.
Okay, so wait. So she says something now that I want to point out, and this is the reason why I brought this up. But let's give Marley a wonderful round of applause. Now, Marley, now you said it exactly the way you were supposed to say it. This year, I want to make one slight change. At the end of the phrase, it used to say, we lead and others follow. What we want to do is encompass everybody, not everybody at MacArthur, not everybody in the Lathrop campus, but everybody in Southfield. So now what we're going to say when we say this, we're going to say we lead and all succeed. So it'll go like this. We walk the walk of the champions. We talk the talk of a winner because we are good, real good, darn good. We are the best. Who are we? We are the mighty MacArthur Wolves. What do? We lead and all succeed. All right, can y'all do that? Marley, are you able to change that up a little bit? Okay, I'm sure you're saying yes. Now, for those who don't know, this was actually created by Dr. Bobby Hentrell, who was a former MacArthur principal from 2007 to 2011, and she passed about a year ago. And so we just want to keep her legacy alive here because she was a phenomenal educator, phenomenal principal, and this is one way we're showing that. All right, now let's get into our orientation. Parents, My Star is very important. I think we have about 150 families on right now. And so I hope that you guys are paying attention. And most of you already know that My Star is very important. So this year it was important due to our annual information update. before families can actually see their kids' teacher or schedule, they have to fill out this information. And MyStar is basically the place where we're encompassing all our information. It's actually known as a student information system. And so we want to make sure everybody is filling out everything they need for our annual information update. And then you'll be able to see information as far as schedule, who the teacher is. The next thing, Schoology is something else you are familiar with and have been through. I'm going to talk about Seesaw in a minute, but Schoology is what the 3rd through 8th graders are actually using as our learning management system, where we can upload assignments, grade assignments, check out what needs to happen. So in the event that maybe if you're sick and you have to stay home, you'll be able to get your school information, your tests, your quizzes, your assignments, all on Schoology. And likewise, Seesaw is for our K2 students. And those students who are familiar with that, you'll be using that if you are in K2. The next important vital information is our website. This is where you can find our email addresses, our mission statement, our vision statement, who we are, just a great number of information. Our supply lists are updated on there as well. And also, and I'm not sure how long it's going to be up, but they did open up our MacArthur applications. And so we had a few families apply, but there are some grades that are full. But if you know of other families who are looking for phenomenal school and a phenomenal learning environment, MacArthur is it. And so just want to make you aware of that. Remind, very, very important tool that we use here. A lot of parents are calling in saying, I haven't heard anything from Mr. Lake. He's not communicating at all. Well, that's not true. We are communicating through Remind. And so it is important that you sign up. I'm actually, after soon when we ask questions, I'm going to put this PowerPoint or this Google slide link, so you'll have all these links. And if you're not signed up for Remind, so you can get the latest and greatest information. This is where I send out important information to our families. And so it is a great tool that we use on a weekly and daily basis. Once again, the Mac message will actually come out every weekly on Sundays, either 3 p.m., 7 p.m., depending on how busy my Sundays are. Because for me, Sundays are a work day. So we will, depending on how I get things done, the Mac message will come out. But it will have information about MacArthur and district-wide information that is important for that week. It'll have the schedule of what we're doing each day, so that you'll be informed and be, abreast of what's going on at MacArthur. All right, now we have something very important happening with our kindergartners. Now, this is something that's very important. We're having a kindergarten staggered start. Now, what does that mean? That means that on Monday, August 30th, all kindergartners will not start. So please make arrangement for that week, for next week. The only students that we will see on Monday, August 30th, are those students whose last name start with A through D. Say that again. On Monday, August 30th, the only kindergartners who will be here are those who A through D. Now, I know you're like, Mr. Lake, why are you doing that? We need the kids to be in school. Well, listen, the kindergartners, we need to stagger so that they can get a feel of the building. They're going to take a tour. They're going to just get information, and they're going to be spending that close time with their teacher for that one day. So it's just going to be a great time where we just have a section of kids here to go through that process. On Tuesday, August 31st, only students will be here are those from E through N. Those are the only students coming. So the students from A through D, they stay home on Tuesday. On Wednesday, September 1st, we have O through Z only. And then on Thursday, all kindergartners will come. Now on Friday, there's no school. We're observing the Labor Day weekend, the holiday, and so there'll be no school on Friday. So hopefully you got that. If you have any questions about that, just send us an email and we'll make sure we answer those questions for you. All right. Now, as you know, our arrival and dismissal has been, well, before COVID, you know, it could use a little work. And so this year we're trying to help that out. And so school starts at 8:15. What does that mean? Every student must be in their desk ready to learn at that time. So to ensure how to make that happen, we are asking all families to make sure that they come at 8:05, drop your kid off. We're going to actually line up at a specific door number. So we're going to go over that door number in a minute. So we want all kids to be here. So at 8:05. So if you get here before 8:05, you'll line up at your door, and then you're going to go in. The first bell will be at 8:05. The second bell will ring at 8:10. And then the tardy bell will ring at 8:15. And here are your door numbers. So you might want to take a screenshot of this, but remember, I am going to provide this this Google slide in the chat in a few minutes. But kindergartners, your door number will be 24. For those who remember kindergarten, first grade, second grade, you're going to be in the corner where the corner is. There are 3 different doors. There's a kindergarten door. It has over it number 24. Okay. First grade, you'll be door number 23. Second grade, you're going to be tucked in the corner, and it's going to be door number 25. So just take a note of that. Third graders, your door will be the same door as last year, right where I used to park my car or my truck. Or Dr. Gloss or Dr. Eccles / Gloucester used to park. That's going to be door number 27. Fourth and fifth graders, you will line up at the D-wing door, and it's door number 28. We'll put the fourth graders on one side and the fifth graders on the other side. All right, sixth graders, your door will be number 35. Now, you probably remember door 35, sixth and seventh graders, door number 35, because it's the door closest to Mrs. Christie's class, the door right next to her class. You'll go into that door. You'll line up at that door. Eighth graders, woo woo, you have your own door. It's exclusive only to eighth graders. It'll be door number 31. And so you'll be able to line up at that door and proceed in. So let's first talk about the elementary procedures of how they're going to arrive and dismiss. So all K-8 students will be dropped off closest to their entry door near the D-wing. So like I just said, those door numbers, you'll be able to see them. Even if you want to just if you want to come up, and just drive the circle, and so you can see what door number you actually come in. The door numbers have big numbers on them, and so you can do that before the opening day, because we want you to make sure you know what door number to come in. Upon entry, students will proceed to their classrooms and line. So when we let you in at 8:05, you will proceed to your classroom and you will line up next to your classroom with your mask on in a single file line. Your teachers will greet you, or a teacher will greet you. And then once you're greeted by your teacher, they will give you direction to either go to your locker, go to your hook, or enter into the classroom. But we want to make sure you go to your classroom. Now, unfortunately, parents, you will not have the opportunity to come into the school at this time. So first day, you can say hi to them from the parking lot, bye, drop them off, hug them, high five them, patty cake, but you will not be able to come into the building. And so we will make sure your babies are safe. So for all the K-5 students, you'll come in that area. So dismissal, how that will happen, the teachers will have students line up at their arrival doors, and parents can pick their students up from that door. You're not coming in. We're going to have all students outside. During inclement weather, if it's snowing or raining, we will make sure we let you know what that information is. Students will wait for their parents outside, and then the students are not allowed to leave or run in the parking lot, the parent must come and get them from line and take them back. So if parents are parked, you can't call them and say, hey, come on, let me pick you up. No, you need to come out, park your car, because there'll either be cars in the driving area or cars parked. Whichever one, you need to make sure you come and get your student. Now, if we see you, now we are going to try to do a card system, but we're developing that so that we'll know, hey, you're a third grade student, and then you'll be able, or you're a kindergarten student, you'll have a card with their name on it, and you'll be able to hold it up, and we'll be able to pull them. But if you are parking and want to come get them, please come get them, and not let them just kind of rush out into traffic. Middle school is kind of the same thing, but it'll be a little different. The arrival piece, I just talked about what doors they will go to. But upon entry, students will, for the middle school students, let me go back. Let me stop sharing for a second. All right, so we have our our sixth grade. So they're going to follow the same ways, follow the same doors. But upon entry, you proceed to your lockers, gather all your materials. So you're going to put your phone and your lunch in your locker. So what does that mean? You must bring a lock on the first day. So you must bring a lock on the first day. You're going to put your phone and your lunch in your locker. Students will be able to have their book bags. And so upon entry, students will proceed to their lockers, gather all their materials for their first, second, third, and fourth hour classes. Now, I know some parents are like, won't that be a lot of books? Well, no, because some classes won't have books. The materials will be online. You will have your book bag and your materials. You will line up outside the teacher's door. And that'll be your house advisory class, which is their homeroom. And then wait for further instructions from your teacher or administration. So that's how the morning will go. Now, the dismissal, once you're released from your eighth grade class, you will proceed. The sixth and seventh graders will go out door 35, and 31 will be eighth graders. You all will kind of line up strategically at door 41, which is the gallery where you lined up last year. And so parents, middle school parents, you'll be able to come through that drive, see your kid. We'll actually escort them in. If you do park and want to come get them, that's fine as well, but you have to come get them. They are not to go in the parking lot because there's a lot of traffic during that time. So we got combination locks. We talked about those. We want to make sure that, all the materials that the students need, have their materials. All right. So there are third, fifth grade lockers. Students will be given a locker. The next thing, let's talk about lunchroom procedures really quickly. I know parents are concerned. So we are going to try to use the entire cafeteria, all the tables, so that we can kind of spread out. However, when the weather permits, we are trying to have a space outside where our students can eat as well. This year, all students will have free lunch. And so we want to make sure that if you come, you'll have a lunch. If you want to bring a cold lunch and you just don't want to eat the cafeteria food, that is fine. You can do that. But we are going to try our best to make sure all students are safe while eating, to try to space them out as much as we can. So that is something we are watching and aware of. So students will have to take off their masks to eat, but we ask them once they're done eating, to put the mask back on and then, proceed out of the lunchroom at that time. As I said, masks, students, it's a Oakland County mandate that teachers and students are required to wear masks while indoors. We will give breaks. Students will have an opportunity to go outside, remove their masks, have recess other than their regular recess. And so we will make sure that there are some times where they're not just wearing it all day for 7 or 8 hours. All right, listen, I know I've been talking a lot, and Mr. Solomon, I've been hearing the dings in the chat. I know there are probably a lot of questions. So if you could help me kind of filter those questions. So if you do have questions right now, put them in the chat, and we will try to get to them now. All right, Mr. Do you see the first question?
Yeah, I was trying to look through it and make sure I didn't miss anyone with the
Yeah.
question. How do you register a kindergarten for Seesaw and MyStar?
So it's already registered. So what we'll be able to do is on the first day, you'll get that information from your teacher, and they'll walk through it, and they'll be sending out information to to the students as well.
Another parent said that my computer started spinning when he mentioned the staggered days. Do the letter represent the last name? Yes, they do. So each day is a different day. Just looking at my presentation, let's see here. What day was that? Trying to look that up again so we are accurate. There you go, Ms. Lake. You know where it's at.
Yep. Let me find it real quick. Right here. So if you can see it, yep.
So Monday, August 30th, A through D only, based on your last name. Tuesday, August 31st, will be E through N. That means the student that came on Monday will stay home until Thursday. And then on Wednesday, that'll be the last group for the staggered start, which is O through Z. And then all students will in kindergarten will show up on September 2nd.
All right. Let me stop sharing again. Okay. Let's see.
Parents said, this is our first time in the building. I need to know where my child will be going. Okay, so based on the arrival and the door number, you'll drop your kid off at that particular door, and then our teachers will be available to escort our students to all their to the correct classroom. So teachers, as well as myself and Mr. Lake, our counselors, everybody will be out to help our students get into the right classroom.
Absolutely.
And they're in the right space. I have a student who is starting first grade and is new to the district. Will I be able to meet her teacher on the first day? How will they get to all of their school supplies in?
So we can. So if they bring them, and we will make sure there'll be a lot of hands on deck that first morning. And so if you could just bring them in a bag or just some type of carrying bag, and we will make sure that those items that the teachers requested will get to the classroom.
Are uniforms expected to be worn?
No, the district has a dress code, but it's not uniforms. And that information is on the website and the student code of conduct.
Okay, next question. Will the teacher room numbers be given on this presentation? They won't. They should be in MyStar.
Yeah, the teacher room numbers are in MyStar.
Another parent asked, is Champions available?
I did see the director today. I will try to have that information in my Mac message, but I can actually I'm going to put the actual website in the chat so that everybody, if you do want Champions, you'll be able to access that information.
And one parent asked, my daughter asked if she can decorate her locker. From my understanding, you can't decorate lockers, correct?
Correct. Not as of right now.
Will kindergartners get Chromebooks?
Yes.
Okay. Another parent asks, is there a virtual option? She's not comfortable with the return to school.
Currently, right now, we have VLAC. The issue with that is I do think they're full right now. So right now, there's not a virtual option. However, if Dr. Green deems that the numbers are going up and the entire district needs to pivot to virtual, that will take place.
For dismissal, if we have multiple children, can the oldest meet the younger door to avoid parents walking to multiple doors?
Absolutely, yes.
The older sibling can walk to get the younger ones, and they will wait there at that door and wait for you to pick them up. Correct?
Yep. So the older sibling will have they'll leave early. The oldest will leave early, and the oldest will go wherever the younger sibling or younger cousin, whoever's riding with them, they will go with the younger student.
Okay. Now, next question: will we find out our student teacher, first grade? Again, that information is in MyStar. Once you complete the annual registration packet, that should be opened up to you. Next question is, how do we register for Community Pass?
So that information is in the Mag message. It is there's a little blurb about it in the Mag message. So if you're getting the Mag message, that information is in there.
Okay. Another parent wanted to see the kindergarten schedule again. It will be in the Mag message that will be coming out, but I don't know if you want to share your screen again, Mr. Lake, so they can see it, or
The kindergarten schedule. You talking about the stagger start?
yes,
Okay.
or you can put the link into the.
Yeah,
to
I just put the link to the Google slide. So if you want to get access to that information, it's in there.
I have a second and fourth grader new to the school. Is it possible that they can walk in together and dismiss together?
So they won't be able to walk in together, but the fourth grader at the end of the day will walk with the second grader, will be at the second grader's door.
Next question. For sixth grade, where does my daughter go for first period? Is the schedule in MyStar?
The schedule is in MyStar. Remember, you must fill out the annual information update to see the schedule.
Do first graders eat in the cafeteria or do they eat in the classroom? Is there a place to warm up lunch if they bring it from home?
So right now, everybody is eating in the cafeteria. There'll be no eating in the lunch. And as of right now, there won't be any microwaves put out just yet. We're still trying to figure that out. So if they do bring something that does not need to be warmed up.
Will kindergarten parents be allowed in the building the first day? Currently, because of safety protocols and health screening, we are not allowing parents in the building. There will be opportunity to talk with our teachers, but parents are not allowed right now.
Mr. Lake and Mrs. Solomon, this is Mrs. Davenport. And
Hey.
I'm hearing a lot of questions about kindergarten schedule and our plan, we have a very detailed letter for you and our plan, but we'll have to see about temperatures and things like that, is to have a brief meeting outside with parents. So like a lot of things that, you're wondering, what's the schedule like and what does this look like? We're planning to have a brief on your child's first day meeting outside. But again, that's tentative due with temperatures. We have to watch that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ms.
Great.
Davenport.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I heard you mentioned it. One parent asked, I heard that you mentioned there is free lunch for everyone. Where can we find the menu?
It should be updated on the Southfield website. I'm not actually sure where, but I'll try to have that information in the Mac message as well.
Okay. Another teacher asked another parent said, when will the teacher be assigned for first grade? That should be updated before the.
Yeah, that teacher is assigned. Her name is Molnar. I know it says unassigned now, but I'm gonna put her last name in there. If it says unassigned, her last name is Molnar. And if anybody had ever been at Adler, she was a teacher who was at Adler. Just a phenomenal addition to our staff here at MacArthur.
Okay, next question. Is there a virtual option? I think you answered that before. At this time,
Yes.
not. Okay. I missed dismissal time. Can you please advise?
Dismissals at 3:30. However, we do let K1 or usually the K5 come down around 3:20, just so that we can have that time for getting kids out, having the dismissal for the K5, and then it's like a staggered dismissal. Middle school comes out at 3:30.
Will air filtration device be placed in the lunchroom during lunch?
That's a great question. The air filtration is actually in every classroom, and let's revisit that. I'm going to see if we have enough units to actually have the air filtration units in the South Commons. We do have air conditioning units in there. They're working, and so that's a good question. We'll work on that as well.
Yeah. We have a new family to the district. They said, how do we do a tour of the building and meet the teacher? I'm not comfortable just dropping her off without ever seeing inside of the building.
I would have whoever asked that question. I'm going to put my phone number in the chat. That parent, please contact. You can email me, or you can jot down my phone, my work cell, and you can actually send me a text, and let's talk offline about that.
The next question is, does everyone have to complete a free reduced lunch application?
Yes, let me explain this. This is so important. I know there is a hesitancy to try to not fill it out, but we actually get grant dollars for if we have 100% of our families fill it out, whether you qualify or not. We need every family to fill it out because there's money actually tied to us filling it out. And so please do not look over that form. It is important that every family at MacArthur fill it out so that we can get those grant dollars to support our babies.
Yeah. Next question: are middle school students required to carry their backpacks with them all day? From my understanding, yes. Is that correct, Mr. Lake?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. I forgot my mustard login and password. Can I retrieve that? Oh, it meant to say MyStar. Yeah.
So if you forgot to your MyStar login, you can contact our administrative, Ms. Phillips. I'm gonna put her email address in the chat. Roberta.phillips@southfieldk12.org. So if you forgot your MyStar password, please email our administrative assistant, Roberta Phillips, at southfieldk12.org, and she'll get that information to you.
Okay, what time is dismissal?
3:30.
Do fifth graders need locks? Yes, they
Yes,
do.
they do.
Also, can we pull up and pick up our fifth grader? Fifth graders released at the doors that was numbered in the presentation.
Yep.
And then you have to walk to them, pick them up, and walk them back to the car.
Yep.
We don't want students running through the parking lot. That's unsafe.
Right. So what'll happen with the fourth and fifth graders? They'll actually be in the front, and so there potentially will be. We can actually place them in the car because there'll be like a curbside service. So if you do have a fifth grader, there's the potential of placing them in the car at that time. But if you're in a K3, you're going to try to want to come around and maybe even park and come get them. It'll be easier because this is all new for us. Last year, this worked great, but we only had 30% of our parents on campus. So now we're going to have 100% of our parents on campus. So there's going to be some patience that's going to be needed that first day. So please bring your patience on that first day as we maneuver the cars.
Yeah. For lockers, if my student is in need of a locker with a key, is that okay? We prefer students have a combination lock, not a key lock.
That's right.
Do K through 5 students need to request a Chromebook?
No. So if that's only if they do not have one. So K-5 students do not need to bring their Chromebooks to school. They will actually have Chromebooks in the classroom. Middle school students will need to bring their Chromebooks to school.
My fifth grade is assigned to N. Jones, who I have learned has left. How do I find out who her new teacher is?
So we currently has hired someone, and we are working to get her solidified in the system.
All right. What door will the students come in that are in champions? That information will be forthcoming after our orientation.
Yep.
What is the procedure if a student is in my child's class has the virus? Will we be notified?
So the only way you'll be notified if you were a close contact. And so a close contact is anybody who was within 3 feet for a period of time. And so we won't contact the entire school, but just those individuals that were in close contact.
We have another parent that has a question about the virtual option. Can you explain that again, how that works?
So right now it's called VLAC. However, I do believe it's actually closed right now. and the district is so right now, I believe VLAC is closed. What I was speaking to about the virtual option is that in the event the virus has an uptake and we see that numbers are going up and are in a dangerous area, the superintendent has the option of making the district virtual, and we will all use Schoology and our WebEx or Google Meet or Zoom to have our classes. So that's in the event we have to pivot to virtual. But as of right now, there is not a Southfield virtual option.
The supply list for kindergarten and our other grades are on the school website. It's also in the Mac message, I believe. There's a link for that.
Yep.
All right. Also, someone wants to see the door number slide again.
Okay, so I did put. Let me put the. Let me go back and see if I can copy. I'm going to copy the actual PowerPoint slide or Google slide, and I'm gonna put it back in the chat. And you'll be able to save that and go to the Google slide and see the slide.
Okay. How much time do students receive for lunch? Should lunch show up on the schedule in MyStar?
It won't show up in the schedule in MyStar, but they get about 20 to 30 minutes for lunch.
The next question is Field Zone available? My understanding, it will be available this year. They are still getting up and running, but it will be available. Will the Field Zone be open this semester or after school? Okay, I just answered that one. If we don't have a teacher assignment, when will I receive that?
It should be in MyStar.
Yes, locks are needed for the 5th grade also, correct?
Yep.
Champions information will be forthcoming. That's another question.
I see people were trying to get into the document. I hadn't shared it totally. So you should be able to get in now. You shouldn't have to request access.
All right. My child has no teacher assigned. How will I know who the teacher is?
Her name will be Molnar. If it says on a sign, she's a new teacher to MacArthur, has been teaching for several years.
Okay. Does my student need to bring her Chromebook on the first day? Yes.
If she's a K-5 student, no. If she's a middle school student, yes.
Our students K through 5 expect to bring Chromebooks on school, so you just answered that one. Are the girl Boy Scout troops meeting in person this year?
Not in the building, no. Not as of right now.
Okay. Will grade levels be cohorted for lunch?
K-5, yes. Middle school, no.
Okay. Do we have to notify you of multiple kids so the older student teacher know to let the student out to get the younger sibling?
Yes. Please let us know that information.
Can you clarify lunch again? Will only certain grades go at certain times? Can you please give more specific details?
Yes. So middle school will eat first. I think there is at 11 o'clock or so. Middle school students will eat first. After that, either K2 or 3-5 will eat. I think 3-5 will eat first, and then they will switch and go to recess. So while 3-5 is eating, K2 is at recess, and then they will swap for that third lunch. 3 through 5 will go to recess, and then K2 will be in the lunchroom eating lunch.
Next parent said, I've been having issues with MyStar registration. I send an email to the contact provided. Will a response be received in a timely manner before next week's staggered start?
Please contact my secretary, Roberta Phillips. I'm actually going to put our phone number in here as well. I put the MacArthur's phone number. Call that, leave a message, or our secretary, administrative assistant will get that information to you.
Parents said that MyStar annual form completed. The teacher is still listed as unassigned. I think it's going to be updated. Ms. Motors is being added.
Right, Miss. If it says unassigned, it's Molnar.
Let's see, where's that? When I logged into Champions today, MacArthur did not pop up. Only Bussy is that the only location?
No, MacArthur should be on there. I'll have to check into that.
Regarding the annual registration packet, is if we're new to the district and into the school, is it necessary to complete?
Absolutely.
Have we given consideration to a virtual meeting for teachers to meet with their parents of their students?
Say that again.
Have we given consideration to a virtual meeting for teachers to meet with the parents of just their students?
So teachers will be reaching out to parents, middle school teachers will, and the actual and K-5 teachers will. We are looking to have an open house, so that you'll get to see your teacher, and so that'll be forthcoming as well.
Right. Where do you fill out the info for MyStar?
If you go to, let me actually.
While you're doing that, next question was, do we need to bring a lunch? Lunch will be provided for all students, but you can have your son or daughter bring their own lunch, but make sure that it's nothing that needs to be heated up at this time.
So if you go to southfieldk12.org, this parents and student tab is your friend. So if you go here, you will actually see a lot of different things. Also, I forgot, there is a frontline health form that, and this is something I forgot to mention, that parents will need to fill out every morning for their student, just so that we'll have it noted that there were no symptoms. So if you click on it, there'll be a health form that you need to fill out. You can, activate an account, start an account, but that's information that's vitally important too, that parents will need to fill out for their younger kids, or for the middle school kids, they can fill it out for themselves. But back to MyStar, if we scroll down, you want to go to Parent Portal. And then if you go to Parent Portal, you'll put in your PIN and password. If you don't have this information, call our office. This is where that information will be. We have other information on here. So this is a great website that you want to actually get information. We have the student portal. We have Clever. So we have a lot of things on here that is important that you might want to look at.
All right, next question. Is it possible for you to have teachers send a follow for pickup and drop off via Remind? Also, will there be a lunch menu?
So the lunch menu is on the website. Can you ask that first question again?
Is it possible to have teachers send a follow for pickup or drop off for Remind? I guess they want notification about pickup and drop off from the teachers, just to remind.
Okay, they may well do that.
But yeah, I would recommend going to the Mac message. That all that information.
Yeah, all that information will be there.
I've emailed about receiving my daughter's schedule, but it has not been updated in MyStar.
Okay, contact our counselor, Nisha Harper. You can send her an email. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Next question: how am I supposed to complete registration if the MyStar won't let me in? You just talked about the PIN, so just contact Ms. Phillips.
Yep, our secretary. Yes, her information is in the chat.
I received notification that we were denied for free lunch. Do we need to apply again, or will each student automatically get free lunch? Each student will automatically get free lunch.
Yep.
How do I complete the annual packet to gain access to MyStar? How do I receive the Mac message?
So you have to sign up for Remind, and that information is on the PowerPoint, the Google slide that you should have access to.
Again, questions about MyStar. If you can't get in, again, contact Ms. Phillips and she will help you with that.
Absolutely.
Are all supplies needed for the first day?
I would bring them. I would bring them so you don't have to keep just kind of bringing them in. Just bring them all on the first day, and we'll get them situated.
Can you advise on when we register or sign up for Latchkey after school care?
So I did share the Discovery Champions website. So we're still trying to get that solidified. I'll have that in the Mac message this Sunday.
Yep. Next question: every student get free lunch? Yes, every student will get free lunch this school year. What was Ms. Molner's classroom number? Any chance to meet her before the school start?
It is C110. And not a, and there may be a time where there'll be some a virtual meeting or something that they'll put on, but as of right now, no.
All right. If my child has to bring some things to get that needs to be warmed up, what do you do? At this time, we ask that you don't bring anything that needs to be warmed up. Eventually, we'll be able to, get a microwave or warm it up. They can warm it up themselves. Will the parents new to the school get a tour at some point?
We're hoping that that would be the case.
Our child
And if not, we're definitely gonna have a virtual video with myself and Mr. Solomon, kind of showing you different aspects of the building.
Our child was told he was accepted to MacArthur, but he is not on the school list. But we were told to contact Pupil Services. How do we contact Pupil Services?
First, contact Roberta Phillips. Contact the school first, and then we'll take it from there.
Next question: can parents opt out of a large group lunch?
At this time, no.
Is it possible for each teacher to have a virtual meeting with their class so the parents feel a little bit more comfortable?
So the teachers are working that out. So hopefully you've already heard from your teacher. If not, they will be contacting you soon.
Again, parent asks, I think all kindergarten parents need a tour since the orientation was not in person. At this time, our kindergarten teachers are going to try to have a meeting outside to kind of talk you through the process of what the kindergarten day looked like.
Yeah.
We still have to stay within protocols. Right now, we're not allowing parents in the building. That's a district-wide protocol that we can violate at this time. How do you fill out the free lunch app? Where is it?
It's actually in the annual update information, the annual information update. Yeah, so if you go into your MindStar, you'll see a red banner that says annual information update. Click that and it'll walk you through the various things you need to accept.
When do the fourth graders start school? That will be Monday. I might have missed this information. Do the middle schoolers have lockers? Yes. How will parking lot traffic be handled? Meaning, will there be signs for each grade similar to how it was for hybrid?
Yes, we will have signs. But remember, the door numbers are going to be your sign as well. So
Someone asked, will Field Zone be open this semester for after school? Yes. The information will be forthcoming about that. We still have Chromebooks from last year. Do we need to turn those back in? From my understanding, you keep those at home, and then we'll have some here at the school that you can use also.
yep, if you're a middle schooler, you will bring that to school.
My MindStar is saying student not enrolled. Contact Ms. Phillips for that. Can you talk about recess and lunch? Are students only eating and having recess with their class and grade?
So it's cohorted in K2, 3, 5, and middle school.
Next question. I understand that we will be contacted if our student was in close contact with someone who tests positive for the virus. However, will there be a mandatory quarantine for anyone who comes in close contact with someone who tests positive?
Yeah, there will be a quarantine, and once we give that information, we'll let you know what that. Once we call you, there'll be a letter given to you, and it'll tell you the procedures of what you need to do.
Do fourth graders need locks for lockers too?
Yes.
When are the PTA meetings? Is that coming out in the MEC message?
I'll get with the PTA president and we'll solidify those days and times.
Are you still going to send out the sixth grade orientation from yesterday? That'll be in the MAC message on Sunday, correct?
Yep, it was. I'm editing it now, and it will be in the MAC message.
If my eighth grader is using his personal device, does he need to bring that with him to class?
No, when we talk about personal device, phone needs to go in a locker. Chromebook needs to go to class and have it be in their book bag.
Are university middle school students allowed to come across to pick up siblings?
So they will need to walk around. The easiest way that they can get to the campus, so they won't be able to come through the doors like they previously did. They'll either need to exit the G wing, which is closer to our C wing, and come through those doors and then just walk around and pick up their sibling. But they will not be able to come through the double doors inside the building.
Is there seating in the cafeteria space 3 to 6 feet apart between each child? I know you talked about this earlier. We're going to try to utilize outside spaces, but is there anything you want to add, Mr. Lake?
And like I said, we're going to try to spread them out as best we can in the lunchroom.
Do we have to complete the free reduced meal for each student, or one application is enough?
I think it'll tell you on there if you can add everybody, add all the kids on there.
Yeah.
But once
It's
you
one
get
application, then you add the students.
yeah, you'll have the one application, then you'll be able to add the students.
Can you update your annual information to complete for lunch form if already submitted the form?
What was the question again?
I guess they already submitted the form. Can you update it? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Mr. Lake, can we go on the 8th grade trip?
As of right now, no.
Can you discuss the health form again? Health screening
So
form?
the health screening form is on the Southfield Public Schools website in the parents and student tab, and you have to click on the health form. And if you haven't done it the first time, it'll walk you through the process. There's actually a video that I created last year that I'll actually tag onto the Mac message so that you'll know how to fill that form out daily.
Some of the supply lists are extensive. Will the parent be able to help the students take them in the building on Monday? Again, it's right now Southfield Public School policy. The parents cannot enter the building. So I recommend that maybe you send most what you can on the first day, and then the remaining supplies on the following day.
Yeah, that's good.
Where's the supply list for first grade? Is Mrs. Charles still teaching her last year class?
No. So she's not. She may have some of her students, but not all her students.
Where can I find contact information for Ms. Charles?
On our website.
On the Frontline Health portal, it has the wrong grade for my daughter. How can this be fixed?
It should be updated by MyStar.
Okay. Do you have vegan options for lunch?
I'll check into that. I'll talk to Mr. Rodell.
Yep. What email address username are we using for Frontline for new students?
The one, whatever. So you may want to keep it similar. You want to probably use the one you've given to MyStar.
Is Latchkey available? That is through Champions, and that information will be forthcoming in the Mac message this weekend.
Yeah.
I don't see the annual update information banner in MyStar.
Contact Ms. Phillips.
Can a virtual video be made of the kindergarten classrooms and the hallways before Monday, so we can at least have some kind of visual of where our kids would be going?
We will try. Our rooms, like I said, the teachers are in their rooms now trying to get it together, and custodians are working, trying to get the school together. So that video may not come out before Monday.
Can you all put plexiglass guards in the lunchroom for lunchtime so that they are not talking to each other's faces at lunchtime?
That's going to be a difficult class. Now they will have guard shields, the shields in the classrooms. But having them on the tables, that's not an option right now. But you know, things may change. But as of right now, that's not an option.
How do we fill out the health screen daily?
It's on the website, and I'll have it in the Mac News as well.
Any sports offered for first grade? Not at this time, right? Okay. Will the first, second graders need locks?
No.
Can you all give students the option to eat in class with their plastic dividers?
Not as of right now.
How are you planning to monitor close contacts of confirmed COVID cases, considering multiple classes will have recess lunch together? So if a first grader student is a confirmed case, will second grade student parents be notified as that could possibly been close contact during recess?
So the close contact means that they were within 3 feet for several minutes, like maybe 15 minutes. So at recess, they're outside, they're running around playing. So we would take note of that in cases like that.
If someone asked about a kindergarten virtual tour, again, we'll do our best to see if we can put something together prior to Monday. How do we sign up for Community Pass?
It'll be in the mag message, and actually, it's in one of the mag messages I sent out earlier this past Monday.
My child does not have a schedule. When will it be updated? You can contact Ms. Harper. Is that correct?
Yep.
What is the social distance that has to be maintained between each student? Well, that's a tricky one, right? So our safety protocols that we ask that all students wear masks and that students have 3 feet between them when possible. But if not, we use other mitigating factors to make sure that we provide safety, like desk shields. We do the health screening on a daily basis, ventilated areas, and of course, we ask students to wash their hands and sanitize as frequently as possible. So we're doing as much as we can to keep our kids safe in MacArthur. Are the 2 students sitting at individual desks in the classroom?
Are they sitting individual desks?
Yeah, do they have individual desks?
Yeah, some have tables though.
If the teacher's not listed for first grade in MyStart, when will it be listed?
It'll be listed, but that if it's unlisted or if it's unassigned, that teacher is Molner, Molner.
Are students staying in one classroom the entire day or moving room to room?
For elementary, they're cohorted. They'll stay in the room. Middle school will switch.
Will math be required at recess? Recess is outside. From my understanding, is not required outside.
Right.
But I recommend you had a conversation with your son or daughter about your expectations. Can there be daily videos like it was with camp to ease parents' minds?
So here's the thing. So as you know, creating daily videos, we will try to do our best with that, and I think that may help. And so I may get a group together who can actually go around and do that, and we may edit them and then send them out. So I think that's a great suggestion. What parent asked that?
The Martin family.
Yep. So Martin family, we will try to do that, but as you know, producing videos are tough, and it takes time editing, making it, so we will try our best, and I think that's a good suggestion to kind of help ease some of the worries and fears.
Are there any extracurricular activities for kindergarten through second graders?
They say kindergarten to second graders?
Yeah.
No.
There's not, right. The supply list will be on the school website. Is also in the MAC message. I'm showing multiple teachers for my daughter. How do I decipher which teacher is her homeroom?
The first hour.
Are desk shields used in kindergarten classrooms as well? Yes.
Yes.
Will there be opportunity for students to physically interact with one another while in the classroom? At this time, we are trying to limit any type of movement and interaction. We want to keep students as separate as possible. Mr. Lake, if a video cannot be created by Monday for new parents, can you share the one Dr. Glosser created last year for the hybrid students? That might help with parents and students who have never been in the building.
Yeah. So, and I don't want to confuse parents with those, because there were some protocols that she put in place. So we'll see if we can, have that video or edit it to where we can, use it. That's a great suggestion as well.
Do you all have mask proctors positions in the school to make sure all students are complying with the mask rules and keeping their mask on?
Well, the teachers will, we'll be enforcing. The teachers, everybody in the district will, in the school will say, hey, this is how you wear your mask if we see them not wearing it properly.
Okay. Is Ms. Phillips the correct contact for Frontline as well?
Yes.
Will K2 be going to their specials this year? Art, gym, technology, music, etc.
Yes.
5th grade. Will one teacher teach all the subjects in that class, or will you divide the subject between teachers?
5th graders, there's one teacher.
Is there a way to contact teachers or to obtain contact information?
It's on the website.
And that was the last question, Mr. Lake. I think you did a phenomenal job, Mr. Lake. Can we clap?
Look, man, look. No, thank you for reading them, because there was a lot of them. No, So parents, we hear you. I'm going to save this chat because
One more question. Someone asked, "Is MacArthur peanut free?" I'm sorry, they just typed that in after we talked.
yeah, so we try to have, we're not a peanut free district. However, we will, if there's a peanut allergy, we will make sure there is an area where that student can make sure. I don't think we've established that as a peanut free, but we will make sure that if there are peanut allergies, we will have a space for them.
Thank you for the positive feedback in the comments. You are appreciated. Teamwork is important.
Absolutely. So parents, I hear you. The people who are saying they want videos, I get it. You can't bring, you're a parent, it's your baby coming in kindergarten. You're feeling apprehensive. We're still in the midst of a pandemic. We understand. We're parents ourselves. We have younger kids, and so we feel it. We hear it. So we're going to try our best to meet those needs, bring down the temperature, so that we can have a great year. And so I thank you for this time. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me, myself, or Mr. Solomon. We can answer those questions for you. I know there are questions that are still coming in. We're gonna end this right now, but if you do have any further questions, I ask that you send them to us, call us, email us. You have our information, but we look forward to seeing you soon. So please sign up for Remind. You're going to get the information through Remind and a message. I'm going to also send it through MyStar, just so that we try to hit everybody and make sure everybody's getting the same information. So stay tuned. If you don't get anything from me by Sunday, 3 p.m., or let's say 3 p.m., reach out, call, text, email, say, hey, I didn't get information, and school is starting Sunday. But we send that in, give it, contact us. We're always here. We're going to get that information out to you. So, Mr. Solomon, I'm going to turn it over to you to close us out once again. Give them some encouraging words, because as you can see in the chat, they're concerned. Mr. Solomon.
Yep, absolutely. We're working hard to keep every kid safe. Every kid is important. We want to love them while they're here. We want to protect them, and so we want you to be at ease with that. If you have any questions or concerns, I'll put my email in the chat, so you can contact me by email. Again, we're here to support our loving our little kids and all those type of things. So students, I want you to enjoy this time with your family. Summer vacation is coming to a close, but I want you to enjoy that. Get plenty of rest before that first day of school. Organize your backpack, get your things ready, because we're going to have a phenomenal year, and we are ready for you guys to come back to school. Okay? Everyone have a great evening.
Hold on. All right, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.